welcome to this video. I'm very excited for today's video because I'm going to do a Q&A because you all have been asking me a lot of questions. So let's get into this. Alright, let's answer the first question. Someone asked me, how is your experience being from below sea level to the top of the world? It's interesting. So thank you so much for this question. Yes, it's interesting. I have never really thought about it in that way. From below the sea level to the top of the world, I have never really thought about how I felt about that. But yes, it's different. It's very different. In the Netherlands, we have a lot of water, as you can imagine. If you're talking about under sea level, a lot of water, a lot of protection systems to protect us from the water. And yes, in Nepal, we have a lot of mountains, and hills, which in Holland we don't have any. Like, we have a few hills and we wouldn't even call them hills in Nepal because they are just not more than 300 meters high. So that's a big difference. So if you just look at the under sea level to the top of the world in that way, yes, it's very different. And my experience is great. I love this type of difference between the countries and I get to experience both of them. I love water, but I also love mountains, so it's great to see both. Thank you so much for your question again. Let's go to the second question. I got some question from Ramesh. Hello Arilinde, how is married life with Nepali man? Married life with Nepali man is just, yeah, it's great, of course. I love to have different cultures in one relationship, but definitely it brings some struggles because especially first you don't really understand the culture, and some things that might be normal for someone in another culture, like for my husband, they are normal for me, are very strange to me. So you have to learn these things about each other and get to used to that, get to know each other in that way. But I think this applies the same to a same cultural marriage, intraracial marriage, or whatever you want to call it, because definitely every house has its own culture. So what I know is if you have a relationship within the same culture, then still there are so many cultural differences between your families, between how you look at the world and how you anything, like what you wish for your life. It's all different. So, but yeah, married life is great. It's just as great as you make it. You have to work very hard to just make it great. It won't be great automatically, but you have to put work in that. Ta-da! If you are interested in merge, if you're interested in long distance relationship, maybe you're in one, maybe you have a friend who is in one, we have some nice, great looking merch for you. You can find it on Teespring, you can find it on Redbubble. I have put the links down in the description, so if you're interested in some merch, then yes, check that out. Okay, let's go to the third question. Netra is asking me, sis, how did you feel this type of hard and long farm work at your new home? Okay, it's not a new home, of course, it's just our old farm home, parents' home. But for me, yeah, it might be new, but I'm already there for quite some time. I've been there many times. I just lived there for a few months during the lockdown, and then we clicked this video. It's hard and long farm work, yes, it's hard and long, and you won't really get a lot of reward for it, just the food for the day. It's difficult to manage all that things. Just for the video and for foreigners, I love to just show how real life is there. It doesn't mean that I'm doing all this work by myself as well. Of course, I have to watch my baby as well, and of course mom and dad and David, my husband, they all do work as well, so it's not that I'm doing all these works every day. But yeah, sometimes I'm doing that, of course. That's how it works. But it's difficult, definitely. Fourth question is simple. Sis, which place are you from? It looks cool and nice weather. Yes, we are from Ilam, and it's cool and nice weather there. It really depends on where you live. If you live on one side of the hill, it might be very cold and a lot of rain, but on the other side of the hill, like where our farmhouse is, it's quite hot. If the sun shines, it's very hot. Even just sitting down you will be sweating. So she's 23. So it really depends on which side of the hill you're living. Thank you for the question. Number 5 is not really a question, it's a comment. Nepali very wonderfully. I wish you try more and more again. Other nice songs. Best of luck. Yeah, thank you so much. Of course, definitely more other nice songs, Nepali songs. Not on this channel, but on our new channel, Arilinde, Sapkota. If you're a Nepali speaker and you love to hear me speaking in your language, then definitely check out the link up here and subscribe to that channel, which is wearing my name, because I'll be speaking Nepali every week or singing for you. Follow this link, click up on the subscribe button and get your notifications, because it's gonna be exciting. Number 6 is an interesting question. I've seen it a few times. Do you have any sister or not? Yeah, I know Nepali people are interested. Yes, I have a sister. I have 2 sisters. I have 2 brothers. They're all younger than me. My youngest sister is just almost 11 years old. And my other sister, she's in a relationship. So yeah, I'm sorry for you. Oh, this is an interesting one, very interesting. I have no idea which number of question we are now. I think it is 7 or is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7, yeah. Okay. It's very interesting question, great details in the video. Have you got used to squat toilets? Yes, I have. I actually love them more than sitting toilets, because sitting toilets get dirty very fast if you don't keep cleaning them every day. And just simply said, going for a long toilet is much easier on a squat toilet, because that's just the natural posture to do those type of works. Thank you so much for the question. Hugo Prince asked the next question. It's number 8. I respect your Nepali language, and I have one question for you. Like, compared to Netherlands food and Nepali foods, which one are freshly organic? Definitely Nepali food are freshly organic if you get them directly from your farm. I have not studied so much about how much medicine, poison, and everything they put on the crops, even in Nepal, in the Netherlands, they do that. But in Netherlands nowadays, you'll get a lot of organic food. It's a little more expensive than the normal food. Just the same there as here, it really depends where you live. Because if you're living near to a farmer and you're getting your food directly from there, like my parents do in the Netherlands, then it's very fresh and organic. If you live in Kathmandu, then it might be quite different from that. While as you're living in your own home, then definitely it's very fresh and organic as well. So I think each country in its own way has fresh and organic foods. So thank you for the question. Okay, so the next question, number 9, is in Nepali from Rupa. अनि तपाईँ नेपालमा खुसी हुनुहुन्छ वासिङ मेसिनमा धुने बानी ढोका लाग्दैन कुन ठाउँ हो Are you happy in Nepal when you are used to washing machines? It's quite difficult. Yeah, it can be quite difficult, but what I love about hand washing is that the clothes get very, very clean. And that's a great plus point because it depends on the type of washing machine, but if you have a normal washing machine, it might be quite hard to get everything quite clean. It's difficult, yes, but you get used to it, and if you're just on your own or with a few, like a small family, then no, it's not a lot of clothes to wash. If you do it every day, every few days, then it's just a few minutes work, let's say. You just have to get used to it. We have another question here, which is totally in Nepali, not like the before one. It's just written from Nepali script, so I have to study on this. Number 10, I guess, this question. Europe जस्तो दामी देशको छोरी हाम्रो नेपाल जस्तो गरिब देशमा विवाह गरेर किन आउनुभयो हजुरलाई डर लागेन कतै फ्युचरमा दुःख पाउँछ कि भनेर. Okay, and the rest of the message is long, and I clicked the screenshot wrongly. But what he's saying, Bakrin is saying that Europe is very, very nice. I mean, he's talking about our country, Netherlands, I guess. And then, why did you marry in Nepal? So yeah, definitely that's a good question. I married to a Nepali man. I'm living in Nepal. Why would I do that? You have to realize that I'm not just living in Nepal because I'm married, because we could have chosen to live in the Netherlands as well. But I already had the vision to live abroad and live in Nepal before I even met David, my husband. So I already came to live in Nepal, and then we met, and finally we got married. That all works pretty well together, isn't it? So no, I'm not scared about a future or something. If we want to live in the Netherlands sometime, well, we can do that. Why not? What's the problem? Interesting one. Number 11 is from Razu. Arilinde, du bist schöne Frau und gefällt dir Nepal? Ich bin aus Deutschland. Okay, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing this very correctly. I can read a bit of German language, of course, because I've been studying German in school in the Netherlands. Thank you so much for positive words. Gefällt dir Nepal? Yes, I love Nepal. I'm happy in Nepal. I like it. I just love the freedom here. Yeah, I love it. I love Nepal. I love the nature. I love the people. I love living here. I love um, just the freedom, and that you can just visit people and stay with them for a while. That's just great. It's not so tight and work oriented like in the Netherlands. It's more people and relationship oriented, so it's great. I love that. Thank you so much for your question from Deutschland. Deutschland, I guess I should say. And the next question, I think we're in number 11 or something. Again, I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 12th question is from NB. Jasmine Searuku favorite dish say kuno. Favorite dish in the Netherlands? That's a very good question. It really depends on the people because in the Netherlands, everyone loves has their own taste, and in the Netherlands, people love to eat food from all over the world. Therefore, there's not really a favorite dish, I would say, but there are definitely some favorite common things that most people eat. And I would say we have cheese, we have bread, and those things are mostly eaten by almost everyone. In general, people eat a lot of potatoes. That's traditionally. More favorite things that people really like and enjoy are pancakes, and we have poffertjes that are like very small pancakes, like this much small, and then you get like a lot. You eat a lot with some butter and some powdered sugar, and those type of things are really favorite in the Netherlands. And people love pizza as well, but that is more Italian thing, and they love eating meat as well. Yeah. Thank you so much for that question. Okay, thank you so much for all your questions. These were all the questions, 12 questions in total. I hope you enjoyed listening to them, to the answers, and I hope you were happy with the answers. Definitely send me more questions, whatever you want to know. Keep sending questions, keep making nice comments, subscribe to our channel. So today's shout out goes to Stream Brazil. I have no idea how to pronounce this, but I have seen a lot of your comments and always interesting comments, and your question from below the sea level to top of the world is very good one. Thank you so much for watching all our videos. Thank you so much for commenting a lot. It's really lovely to see, and lots of love to you. And thank you all for watching this video, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Okay, I'm just watching outside. It starts pouring rain suddenly. I saw it coming, but some people didn't. They're outside on the rooftop doing some work, like washing clothes.